Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be testing some Poundland egg gadgets. So the first gadget we're going to be testing is this little egg timer here that I got from Poundland. So it has these pictures on the back and basically it's supposed to just change colour there, and the marking should tell you whether or not the egg is well done, hot, medium and soft boiled. And that's basically what it looks like. It has a little chicken. So I've got some water just boiling away there just so it's ready for the eggs. And basically all you do is you just drop that in there and you just put in a couple eggs, and while that's boiling away we're going to check back on that later, and we're going to try and get them medium boiled. That is how I prefer them. And for the second gadget, while our eggs are just boiling away there, is this microwave egg poacher. So basically it's just this little container here. Pop it open and you just pop your eggs in there and just pop it in the microwave. It doesn't give you any instructions for time or like how powerful your microwave is or anything, but we're going to try it and just see if we can get the eggs nice and poached. Okay, so I've just cracked a couple eggs in the egg poacher. Just going to close the lid and just pop that in the microwave. As I said, it doesn't say how long to try it for, but I'm just going to put it on full power, and we're going to do that for 2.5 minutes, I guess, and then we'll see how well that works. Oh, just checking in there, I don't know if you can hear that, but the eggs were just starting to make a lot of loud popping noises, so I don't know if I've done that too long or if it's on too high a power. We might have to check in on that in a minute. So just a little update for you guys. It looks like the eggs are actually all basically done. I don't know if all that popping meant that they were done, but that was in there for literally a minute and they look quite well done. So I'm just going to get a fork quickly and check them. Okay, so just cut that open. It's actually quite well done. I don't know if you can tell, but they look quite well done to me. So there you go. If you're going to buy this gadget, guys, I think this is a 850 watt microwave. That's on full power for literally a minute, and you've got 2 quite well done eggs there. Just checking in on the boiled eggs there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the egg timer is starting to get white around the edges there. It'll steam up the lens. And there's water going all over the cooker, but that's almost on soft. You can't really see it very well on camera, but they are almost soft boiled eggs now, so we'll check back in on those in a minute. Okay guys, so next up is these egg cookers. They're basically like little pots that you put the eggs in. You can see the eggs boiling away there. So they just open up like that, and they have a couple little ventilation holes just on either side of the dimples there. I don't know if you can hear that. There's my girlfriend's dog, their little pug, Reggie. Yeah, I think they work just about the same as the egg poachers that we saw previously, but we're going to just stick them in the microwave and just see if they work. It doesn't say to put them in the microwave, but I'm guessing that's how we do it because they didn't come with any instructions. Okay guys, so we're just checking in on the egg timer here. I'm just going to take it out so we can have a look at it. And that looks like it's almost medium. I think maybe another like minute or so and the eggs will be medium done. We're going to try and get them quite well because sometimes they don't cook quite properly, so we'll see if we can achieve that with this gadget. Okay guys, so I've just cracked an egg in there and we're just going to pop the lid on there, and it has the ventilation holes so it shouldn't hopefully explode. And like that one, we're just going to put it on for a minute and just see if that cooks just as nicely as the other ones. Just checking back in on this, it's only been about another minute, but actually that they look quite well done, at least as far as I can tell. I've never used this one specifically before, so I'm just going to take the eggs out now and take that off the heat. Okay guys, I don't know if you heard that, but as I was just taking the eggs off the timer there, this egg cooker basically just exploded and it's still not quite done, so I don't really know what happened there. Maybe the ventilation holes weren't quite done enough, or maybe I just put it on too much of a high power, but yeah, that made a very loud bang, so that's not really great. I think we're just gonna maybe leave the top off and just put that in for another 10-15 seconds and see if that cooks. Okay, so it's been in for about another 10 seconds-ish, and it's looking a lot more cooked now. Just hit this over to the plate with the other one, and see if we can just dump it out. And well, that worked, and now we have even more egg to try, and that's quite well done. So I'm guessing maybe cook it on a lower power if you want a runnier egg, or maybe don't put it on for quite as long as I did. But yeah, not the best gadget if you don't like exploding eggs in your microwave. Okay, so now we're just gonna actually see if these eggs were hard boiled or not. Just gonna pour out the water, pour some cold water in there, and see if we can crack them open. So now I've got the eggs just sitting in cold water. We're just gonna let those cool down for a minute, and then we're just gonna crack them open and check them and see if they were either hard, like well done, or hard boiled as it said there, or if it was more medium. I'm not entirely sure how this egg timer was supposed to have worked, but let's find out. Okay guys, so they've been sat in the cold water for a couple of minutes, just getting nice and cool, and I'm going to try with one hand to crack these open and see how well they were done. So yeah, that's quite a well done egg there. So I think we just over-timed it a little bit, but I think that was just my fault being distracted by doing other things. But yeah, I mean, if you want a hard-boiled egg, the timer definitely works, and I'm sure the other one's just about the same. Just crack it open just to compare. There you go. Yeah, again, another hard-boiled egg, maybe another like minute or two less if we just kept a closer eye on the timer, and I think that would have worked quite nicely actually, so well done. Okay guys, and now for the final gadget is this microwave omelette maker. I'm the most excited about this one. It's the one I was most eager to try, so hopefully it works and it doesn't explode like the other egg cooker, so let's find out. Guys, so I've just beaten 3 eggs, and let's see if that's enough. Okay, so I've got 3 eggs there that I've just roughly beaten. I've got some salt and pepper in there. Just gonna throw some cheese in there. Got some mushroom, onions, and finally some parsley. Not too much, that should be about right. Just gonna close this lid, and fingers crossed this works really well, because I'm really excited about this if it does work. Also, there's Reggie just on the floor there, hanging around because there's food. So given how long the other ones took, we're just going to put that on full power again. I'm just going to do it for 2 minutes because it's quite big, and hopefully it doesn't explode this time. Okay, so it's been in about a minute now. I'm just going to open it up and see how that's getting on. Oh, look at that, that's starting to cook nicely. I'm looking forward to this. I'm just going to check back in again in a minute. Okay guys, so I've basically just put that in for another minute. I've taken it out, and it looks cooked on one side, but on the other side it looks really raw and uncooked. So I think what you're supposed to do is, because it opens up both ways, I think you're supposed to put it in for like a minute and a half one way, flip it over, and then hopefully it'll cook properly and evenly on both sides. As I said, it doesn't come with instructions, so you do just have to kind of figure it out on your own, but hopefully this video does help, and hopefully it's going to be good. Okay, so that's been in there for another minute on the other side, and that is looking a lot more cooked actually now. So there's nothing that's runny, and it looks quite well done. So we're just gonna take that over to the plate. But there we go. That's there with the rest of the eggs, which don't look particularly appetizing. But you know, maybe if you were doing this just one at a time, then that would be alright. I'm quite impressed with that, especially for £1. Again, this is all from Poundland, so considering the price, that has worked really well. Okay guys, so that's basically it for this video. So this is my massive plate of eggs that I now have to eat. And yeah, let me know if you liked the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, comment, share it, do whatever you want, and let me know what your favourite gadget was this video. I think for me it was definitely the omelette, especially for £1. You can't really go wrong. You just have to make sure that if you do buy this gadget that you cook it halfway, flip it over, then cook it the other halfway. But apart from that, it's worked really well. So yeah, thanks again for watching guys, and bye.